excited to be here today. Just going to turn up the volume here. I'm all about virtual assistant and online business management. And today I thought I'd teach all you business owners on how to get started with a virtual assistant when you're just looking for the possibility of hiring out and outsourcing. So really, let's supercharge your business and let's dig into it on how to work with virtual assistants. A mini introduction. I am a multi-passionate entrepreneur. I started Creative Dynamics virtual services about 4.5 years ago with my daughter at home at 8 months. I actually really started the business to help moms work from home. As a mom myself, I realized that there was a gap in the industry of providing such a flexible role in jobs. And so that's kind of how Creative Dynamics was born. I always joke, this is my third baby. I also have another little one now too. So this has really been a business that I've grown with my two little ones by my side. I'm also a certified business coach and imposter syndrome coach. And really how that interplays with Creative Dynamics is that I also work with entrepreneurs that are on the team, or I am working with the subcontractors, the virtual assistants or BMs on strategy meetings and so forth. So let's dive in because I know you all can't wait on how to find and work with your next virtual assistants. So before we dig in, I really wanted to kind of highlight what is an online business manager, an OBM, and what is a virtual assistant VA. I find that a lot of people that end up coming to us end up needing more of an OBM first and then transition to a VA. It doesn't mean that there could be an OBM not to be a VA. Sometimes they kind of coincide. An OBM can be a VA, VA can be an OBM. Myself, I kind of am the both. I mix between the two depending if I need more clients or so forth. I can wear many hats. So, and you're going to kind of see that when you start to look within the industry yourself. So what is an OBM? An online business manager is really those who play a strategic role within your business and overseeing daily operations, online systems, and seeing any kind of gaps that maybe you need to elevate, improve, so you can get to that next level within your business. When to hire is usually when you're in business growth, operation oversight, or scalability. And then you have your virtual assistants who really come in to do administration. You have tech VAs, you have creative VAs, really to support you with your administration, busy work, lead generation. Really, at the end of the day, you'll see yourself here as a business owner, just for a visual, and then OBM, and then VA. That's kind of usually how you would see the tier. So the benefits of hiring a VA is that they're very cost effective. So what does that mean? You can actually hire, instead of hiring a full-time employee, you can hire a VA to come in and different aspects of your business to really help you either scale up or scale down, depending on what you're trying to do. A VA can come in and assist. They can also increase your productivity, handle any time-consuming tasks, maybe that are really dying down your schedule. It will help you free up and be that person that you should be out in the forefront in your business. They help you scale. When you're ready to scale to the next level or you have other things that need to be done, they can get you to that next level. Focusing on key activities. So really at the end of the day, you as a business owner, you need to really figure out where you need to be in the business, where it gets your conversion. So perhaps it's networking events. However, you're so busy in the back end fixing administration or doing bookkeeping or so forth. That's how you can start to move those tasks over to a VA or even an OBM to kind of get you more in that forefront. Really, at the end of the day, to build connections with clients is you, the business owner, and it's important to be the forefront and then be in the back end. And then online collaboration benefits. Virtual assistants and OBMs love the online world. Anything, if you're struggling with anything, please ask. I always say, I challenge you actually to ask curious questions before assuming, because we love the online world. We're always constantly learning and trying to find different ways on how to improve our skills. But not only that, we also know different areas in the online space that you might not know. So what can a virtual assistant do? Overall, I say this is just a high level list of 1 to 40 items that we can assist with. But overall, I always say if it can be done on the computer, then a virtual assistant or an OBM can assist you. So if you're struggling with things that you don't know that somebody can do to assist you, if it's online, we probably can assist and some. So please don't be scared to ask us. We love to jump in and support you. So you have like blog post editing, video editing, bookkeeping, invoicing. Perhaps you're doing podcasts and you just hate podcast editing, like things like that. We love to do. So really the sky's the limit. So how much does virtual assistants and OBMs cost? Well, they do range depending on what you're looking for. But the biggest thing I challenge you as a business owner versus asking a VA or OBM of their prices is you sitting down and look at your financials and understand if you need to hire a VA or an OBM. Because at the end of the day, a lot of VAs and OBMs, the industry's grown. We're becoming more educated. We're understanding how we can also price ourselves. And so we would like you as a business owner to come in to have more of a prepared plan of how we can assist on the budget wise, because some may be asking for 3 months, 6 months. Yes, there's month to month VAs, OBMs, or there's also those one-time projects. However, at the end of the day, we really want to be able to working with less clients so we can really be efficient and effective with what we execute. So these are just hourly ranges here to kind of get your head around the prices here in Canada. They also, if you're looking at the US, they're kind of like that, but on the USD side, again, it really depends what the VA or OBM specialize in. So you might see these fluctuate. Please, again, I'm going to reiterate this. Please take time at looking at our financials. Talk to your accountant, your bookkeeper. Think of cost structure, because at the end of the day, once you kind of know who and how many hours you might need, or if you can do a retainer package or package deals, then the VA or OBM can really sit down and mold something to you that makes sense for your business. And we love to work with you than against you. So please just take the time to outline those and we can totally assist. So taking the first steps towards your virtual collaboration, and I love saying virtual collaboration because at the end of the day, we should be collaborating together to build your business up, then not. So really identify your skills of that you need to outsource. So assess your workload, anything repetitive, maybe prioritize your critical tasks, and really determine the skills that you need somebody to assist you with. The big thing here is maybe time blocking. I do not like to time block. I have ADHD, so I personally figured out my own solution on what time blocking looks like. So try to see what that looks like for you. If you're wanting to know what I do, is usually I take my phone and just do little notes within my audio and I can play it back later. And that kind of helps translate over into the computer when I need it to do. Or, yeah, everyone's kind of different. So please, if time blocking doesn't look like that's your thing, there's other ways around it, but it's just necessarily taking time within a day, even if you're busy on the fly, what that looks like. Number 2, creating job descriptions. Make sure you're very defined and clear of your expectations, communication guidelines, clarify availability and highlight requirements, and then again, budget allocation. So where to find virtual assistants or OBMs? Really, generally, there's Facebook groups of many of us out there that you can just join and put out a post. You can look for virtual assistant agencies. You can also look and ask for referrals from family and friends. My biggest thing for you when you're looking for a VA that fits within who you are as a business, make sure you're thinking of your values and why you might want to hire somebody. So virtual assistant agencies all differ. My big thing is I work with my subcontractors to create my rates. I also give back big to the community. So if you're a client of ours, I ask for like, what charity do you believe in? Can I donate X, Y, and Z? So there's different virtual assistant agencies out there that give back in different ways, and make sure it aligns with you and who you are as a business. because not only that, agencies sometimes do the trainings. We do trainings here. We also do, everyone's here in Canada from Victoria, BC to Nova Scotia. So we more or less meet virtually and do kind of get-togethers that way. But yeah, everybody's different. So if you were even looking for a freelancer, make sure you're asking these curious questions from your general job description when you're screening them. Negotiate terms. So make sure you're clear of the terms and expectation. A lot of VAs prefer 30-day notices before you terminate because they really like to only put X amount number of clients that they're working with, than filling in constantly and not be able to meet those expectations. Be aware of onboarding. I find a lot of people don't quite understand that there's onboarding processes, but maybe you have SOPs. The VA just need time to kind of really understand who you are as a business, as a person, what your communication style is. It takes time. I take that about 3 to 6 months, give or take. But the more communication at the beginning, the better, and things can just streamline like no tomorrow. To do online communication, it's really good about looking at your tools, any kind of maybe training. If you're just working with an individual person, you might need to do training yourself. Regular updates are very crucial. So communicating seamlessly with your virtual collaboration. We do video conferencing is a big one. So how do you meet if you need to meet in person? So there's Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meets, whatever feel most comfortable to you. Project management software. I love project management tools. There's ClickUp, Trello, Monday, Basecamp. I can name all of them, but my number one favorite is ClickUp. Highly recommend them. And then messaging apps. There are Slack, WhatsApp, Microsoft Teams. I personally love WhatsApp. Take a look what makes sense to you and your business and what you feel comfortable using. Effective online collaboration and culture considerations. At the end of the day, collaboration goes beyond just technology, and it's really about the connection of the two of you, the communication, and also the cultural understanding. So best practices with your online team member is really making sure there's clear communication channels from day one. Setting expectations and deadlines. Make sure that you are setting those expectations right up front with project turnaround times and that they're really defined. Do regular check-ins. You don't have to do it every week. Just fill in what you think looks best with your schedule and how you feel comfortable working with this new person. Culture considerations. There's so many that do outsource with the Philippines, which is great. I've seen some issues that people don't really also understand culture considerations. And even here, even working with somebody here within Canada, you have to consider the different culture considerations when you're working with somebody, no matter where they're coming from. You need to understand their cultural differences, cross-cultural collaboration, and what that all looks like, and really fostering inclusivity. So here's a little case study so you can understand how Mark has utilized virtual assistants and an OBM within his business. So here's Mark. This is just a sample case study, by the way. This is not really a real person. He has a thriving career in coaching practice, serving clients from various backgrounds. And he really started to grow his business, and he started seeing a lot of challenges. So that's time management, client communication, marketing efforts, strategic growth. All the things seemed to be creeping up for him, and he just was starting to drown. So what did Mark do? Mark decided to hire a virtual assistant, online business manager, to really address these changes and make his business grow. So here's the end results. He hired a virtual assistant to do client communication, content creation, and website maintenance so he can move himself from the back end. And then the operation or online business manager started looking at the operations, market research strategy, project management, and financial planning. So hopefully that kind of shows you the highlight of how those all can work together to kind of wrap your brain how VAs and OBMs can kind of be segmented differently. So I just want to thank you all for your time. If you have any questions, please connect with me at Creative Dynamic Virtual Services. You can send me an email here at info@creative dynamicsva.com. And please follow us on social media. We're up to many amazing things. Also on TikTok, I'm hoping to chime in a little bit that so you can kind of see what I'm doing more in my coaching and all of that. So I want to end with a quote: "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much," by Helen Keller. I think that's an amazing quote to end the session training today. Please sign up for our free ebook on mastering outsourcing. It's a 38-page book that covers everything I've said today and more. It also breaks down how you can do some budget planning. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I hope everyone has an amazing day. Thank you.